Is this the best signature dining at Disney World?
Princess Bear here. We're at somewhere in the jungle today. We're lost. I'm lost. We're at Jambo House at Animal Kingdom Lodge. It's time to return to Jiko. The princess has been begging for months, almost 6 months to come back here. I've been a steady no. Probably my fault. But it's a cooking place. You know how we feel about cooking, so remember, she's vegan. I'm not. Let's go to this place.
Be sure to enjoy all the new things they have. Look at these beautiful gluten-free vegan rolls on this gorgeous little wood platter with some cute little olive oil, even though it's not earth balance. Every signature dining restaurant should have earth balance, no exception. But I'm going to praise Chef Mike for bringing these gluten-free rolls out. Now, I actually don't think Chef Mike was super involved because these are like cold room temperature and already harder, so maybe Chef Mike was involved like 30 minutes ago, and then they plated it. If you're new to this channel, Chef Mike is the microwave. Chef Mike is always involved when it comes to these gluten-free vegan allergy rolls. Dipping in the extra virgin olive oil. Bear gets the fun butter. I just get olive oil, no earth balance. It's an allergy roll. It does the job. It's, an allergy roll. I really get 2 out of 5 rolls. It's not on a roll.
I mean, they're trying. I know I have talked a lot of trash about the gluten-free allergy rolls, but you give it to me on a board, and it instantly makes everything better. Like, is it going to change my mind about these rolls? No, but I mean, you fancied it up. You had a little board. The princess is gonna have her way. She would eat everything on fancy-looking boards. I do mean everything. I think we're amassing a small collection of boards at home. If you have an interesting board that should go with the princess, let me know in the comments. Boop. A little olive oil bath. A little olive oil bread jacuzzi. Even in olive oil, this bread cannot slip one past me. It is the traditional gluten-free vegan roll. If you had one, you had them all. Better hot, terrible cold. Very dense. Flavor very similar to elevated cardboard. That is not my jam. 2 out of 5 flaws, even if you're gluten-free. Unless you really, really, really just want bread, there's really no reason to eat these. You can just skip them. Here also on a unique board, I have the giraffe bread. Now the giraffe bread's looking kind of lonely. It used to be served up with a nice Egyptian bread. Now, just have this. Now there is no giraffe in the bread, but there's some dairy in here. It's just made to look like a giraffe, and I think it does that very convincingly so. This nice big roll. Honestly, even if they had given me the Egyptian, I probably wouldn't have had enough room to eat all of it. And this bread is delicious. This is one of those breads that's so good, it's hard not to eat the whole thing, knowing that you've got other food coming. This is Jiko, it's signature dining. Your portions are small, just eat the bread. So you get a little butter topped with a little bit of baobab extract. Yes, baobab, like the same ones you see on Kilimanjaro Safari. Unlike those, are not real baobab trees. They look like real baobab trees, but they actually have a real baobab tree here at this resort. So extract of that in the butter. As I move my big bear paw out of the way so you guys can see. A little bit, tiny bit. I have missed this bread. It's not like it's not Sanaa bread service, like the level of Sanaa with like piles of sauces. But the bread service here is seriously underrated. The giraffe bread is amazing. The views are amazing. The company is amazing. That's about the princess and you guys. You guys are here too. I would give this a 4.75 out of 5 claws. In the princess's stead, I will say it gives good bread.
Here we have a beautiful white bean soup with some endive, some crunchies and stuff. Bear got a corn soup here once. It was amazing. Ooh, these crunchies are like, they remind me of eat. I'm gonna mix it all together. Oh, it looks so beautiful. Looks like a little sampler here of white bean. Now, Bear and I just recently made fettuccine alfredo at home with white bean, as the alfredo is good. The soup is amazing. The fixings are amazing. Everything in here is super tasty, flavorful, filling, and rich. This is what signature dining tastes like. I give it a 5 out of 5. It is a necessity item. You need this soup in your life.
The versatility of white bean never ceases to amaze me, in the colors and care they put into Jiko dishes, top tier. I wish we came here more, even though usually when we don't come here more, it's usually my fault. It is a signature dining restaurant. One of the few signature dining restaurants that I can recommend to basically anybody, even though it is a little expensive. So Jiko, Narcoossee's, and Flying Fish, all in that category. Easy to recommend for basically anybody, depending on the kind of food you want to eat. It does like a white bean soup, like puree, comes together really nice. Everything coming together, it's like a warm blanket. Food-wise, 4 out of 5 plus.
This dumpling dish is something that I was like trying to figure out online whether or not it was vegan, even though it has cashew cheese in it here and all of that. It wasn't until we came here where they actually had the leaf symbol on it. So I'm excited for this. And they did a nice little pour. This huge dumpling right here. I'm gonna try and just bite the innards so you can see what it looks like. It's like Sukuma Wiki that's inside of there, which is kind of like a wok style like stew. It's kind of like a soup dumpling with the pickled onions and tomato on top with a nice little broth. It's not bad. It's definitely better than anything you would get at like, you know, Nine Dragons or something like that as far as a dumpling goes. But you're gonna really want greens to enjoy this. I like it, but I feel like it's an acquired taste. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5 dumplings with the caveat that like you have to really like acquired taste to enjoy this. And maybe Bear will describe it a little bit better than me. It's very unique tasting.
Jiko has some like artful dishes that both sort of like imbibe both the culture and then flavors of where this restaurant is based out of, like South Africa. Sukuma Wiki is like it's a collard green dumpling basically, but like a African seasoned collard green. It's always very interesting. They also have like a similar dish, well at least Sukuma anyway, at Sanaa, if you're ever curious. You know in South Africa? It's giving me a lot of flavors. They're giving me like Ethiopian flavors. It's like earthy, but still like very punchy, without feeling like African earthy is different. So it's not like mushrooms. It's like very bright, strong flavors that meld well together. This feels like galloping on the savannah, but you're not running from anything this time. I actually kind of love this. If this had not been vegan, I would have gotten it. Luckily, the princess got it first. This is delicious. I'm giving it 4.5 out of 5 plus. I know I mentioned earlier that obviously like one of the easy recommend signature dining restaurants are Jiko, Narcoossee's, and Flying Fish. Narcoossee's is where you go if you like. Narcoossee's or Flying Fish are where you go if you like seafood. If you want dishes that will challenge things you don't normally get anywhere else, Jiko will always be a place for that. So here we have the diver scallop with actually a side of snail. Now, unlike other places, single scallop, massive scallop in a broth, and a side of like the snails on the side. This is one of those challenging dishes I speak of. This isn't something you're going to find every day. But this unique broth, you have the fixins in here, and then snail. I think the last time I had snail was Chef de France, Monsieur Paul. One of the two.
Chef de France. You had escargot.
Look at that. It's a beauty. Don't think about it as snail, just think about it as another protein.
You may like it, but
That was not the flavor I was expecting. Like a tomato-based broth. And it really marries both the richness of like the scallop and the snail together, so you're not really feeling like it's some weird flavor that like sticks out. Obviously, if you have issues with texture, the snail with the scallop is a bit strange, but the flavor is a wave you need to ride. I would give it 4 out of 5 plus.
This wine because it's a pinotage and also it's called Groot. I'm Groot and I like Groot. I love pinotage. They're just so like light and bright and just airy. I love it. It's just exquisite. It'll go with everything. I'll give it a 4 out of 5 wines. It's not as good as a Painted Wolf because obviously we're not saving wolves, but it's still tasty. Make sure you check out the Jiko wine tasting.
Pinotage action because Painted Wolf had a bad year, so we haven't been able to get Painted Wolf at Animal Kingdom or Animal Lodge now for maybe well over a year. But hopefully it comes back. Until then, we had a Groot Constantina 2021 vintage. 2021 was a year. I don't know if it was a good year, but it was a year. Ooh, that grape though. Something about a pinotage. If you ever wanted to try a pinotage, I've never been anything around it. Whole Foods, if you have a Whole Foods area, they usually carry one like Man's Pinotage. It's like $10 a bottle. Not terrible. This, it's pretty good. It's not as smooth as say Painted Wolf, but it's still really tasty. I would give it 3.75. That's fine.
Got a little palate cleanser here, a little blood orange sorbet with these cute spoons. I'm here for it. Cheers. Tastes like a margarita. I'm here for that. That's a 4.5 out of 5 sorbets. This is the way you cleanse your palate.
Signature dining always amuses me because I feel like they treat you like foodie children. Not in a bad way, but like they're always trying to keep your hands busy. And it's like, apps? You want apps? You want more apps? You want bread? Palate cleansers? Wine? Your wine topped off? They always want you to be doing something. They don't want you to be sitting too long and doing any one thing. And being that my attention span is that of a small child, I appreciate that. Ooh, it's a really good flavor. Blood orange or sorbet. I need more of that. My palate is cleansed, and I'm ready for the next plate. I'm telling you, it's 4 to 5 claws. I need a tub of that.
Good amuse-bouche.
Amuse-bouche.
This is a beautiful tofu dish. Now the injera basket is still on the menu. We've had the injera basket a few times. A couple of the sides change seasonally. The injera for me is like pancakey. It's not like Nile Ethiopian, and I need it to be like Nile Ethiopian for me to enjoy. So I asked if there were alternative vegan options. The veal dish and the chicken dish both can be made vegan with tofu. I chose the chicken dish over the veal dish. The difference is the rice. So I'm just gonna take a piece of this tofu here. I'm gonna cut it. And then I'm gonna grab some of these veggies here and this rice and this apricot situation. And I'm just gonna put it all together here. And let's just see how she tastes together. Maybe she's better than the injera basket, maybe not. But this is my first time trying something outside of the injera basket since the Pandy. You should really go back and watch our Jiko videos. You should watch the Lion King dining experience. That is a core memory. The orange is very overpowering over everything else that's in here. It's like a pickled orange. Super rough as far as eating goes. The tofu reminds me of Boma. I'm here for that. The rice reminds me of Boma. Also here for that. Overall, I think it's a really good dish. I don't know if it's signature dining worthy, but it's tasty. I'm gonna give it like a 2.75 out of 5 tofus. It's not the best tofu dish I've had at Jambo House, but it's not bad either.
We like some well-cooked tofu. These squares are nicely seasoned and seared, and the fixins and the rice. It's definitely a well-plated and thought-out dish. I'm glad that they were able to make something off menu for the princess. And injera here, it's fine. If you're a first-time person, you want to try some Ethiopian food, I have recommended this basket. Now, if you want like pro-level Ethiopian food, we're still recommending Nile Ethiopian on International Drive. This is a shameless plug. If you go there and you see them, be nice to them. They treat us like family and tell them it's That's a very strong citrus. And for me, citrus can be a problem. But for some reason, the orange of the tofu kind of works. Well, you can skip getting all that in one bite, but like the orange really makes the tofu. It's giving it like an additional flavor, not just plain tofu. The rice is cooked well, the tofu is cooked well. I could honestly do with a couple more veggies in the plate to sort of even out the sort of color difference. You just have tofu and then rice, basically. Other than that, it just tastes this. So if you're not feeling injera, maybe you don't want something that challenging for your meal as a vegan, they're willing to accommodate you here, and we're always happy to see that. This though, I'd give it a 3 out of 5 qual. I think I like the injera better, but I still like Ethiopian food outside of Disney resorts better than I like it here. One of the few things here that Disney needs a little help on. Here we have the seafood tangine, served in a tangine. That little hood that you see over top. You can get a actual plant-based tangine at Spice Road Table. And Epcot was a huge portion of food. It's actually bigger than this right here, but you have like a saffron couscous on the bottom, a huge octopus tentacle, one I haven't seen this large since the lights of flying fish. You have shrimp and then some mussels in here. It is a beautifully plated dish. It's looking like an African oasis. I'm hoping it tastes like one. So, we're going to do the hard work here. We're going to go ahead and break out some of these mussels out of their shell-like prison. They give you a little bowl, drop them in. You have a saffron couscous, a little piece of shrimp here, tail on, as is normal for most places. You have this beautiful leg of the octopus, the tussie, if you will. Get that. We're going to get a little of this. We're going to attempt and probably fail to do this all on one fork because this deserves to be tried together. This is one of those dishes where you really have to like seafood. It's like a wave of like seafood richness. First bite. And immediately after that, the octopus, the shrimp, and the mussels shine. It's nice, rich seafood flavors. Very strong on their own without being overpowering. You can eat them individually. They pair well together. I was worried about the saffron couscous because saffron is a very strong flavor if you know how to use it correctly. It can be overpowering. It will ruin a dish if you use too much. And you use too little, it might as well not even be there. So this, cooked with a firm hand, it's a pretty dish. I would say that the octopus rivals the roasted octopus that I've gotten at both Tiffin's and Flying Fish. I would say they're on equal footing, but I would give the edge to Flying Fish and the octopus. It's a good dish. If you're looking for seafood, you will not be disappointed by this. But if you have an issue with like saffron or like really strong flavors, or like a strong ocean flavor of the ocean, you might want to try the sustainable fish instead. This, I'm giving 4.25 out of 5 hours.
Here we have a beautiful dumela with a creamy chocolate sorbet, hibiscus cake, this beautiful passion fruit sauce here on the side, and some chocolate lime soil. There is a mango salsa that we got without because Bear is allergic. So let's just go ahead and grab the side over here. Cheers. Wow. Very chocolatey. And a hibiscus flavor to it too. I'm excited that we're not eating the African drum beats like we had since the Lion King dining experience, but this one is like kind of on the minty side. I don't know if I really like this. I'm gonna give it like a 2.75 out of 5 desserts. It almost tastes like eating a mint chocolate chip ice cream. There's a little bit of an extra tart to it, and it's just not my jam. Like I love chocolate, but this is not the type of chocolate that I'm into.
I guess when you have the skill and the know-how, you get a double and then even triple down on the vegan chocolate. So you have the chocolate sorbet, top of a chocolate cake, raspberries and a passion fruit sauce, and some chocolate soil. So this is like 4 times the chocolate, 3 times the sweet. I like the gel of the passion fruit. It is very bright, but it helps sort of like eat through some of the richness of the chocolate, because that much chocolate all at once can be kind of like a knockout punch. Like it's good, but in like rationing the chocolate. You know what I'm saying? By the end of the world, you eat all chocolate all at once. There's no fallout. You know, just eat your chocolate. It's an interesting dish. I definitely, even though they're small portions, something this rich, I still think is best shared. You may be more enterprising than I are. Remember that I'm not a dessert connoisseur. I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5 cloth. It's a good dessert, and I don't think I'd order it again.
So fun.
Jiko continues to be a top-tier foodie experience.
Everything that we had there was amazing and surpassed our expectations, including the book, which had Jiko signatures, not a lot, but then one of our Jiko hosts was like, hey, I'm from Boma, go to Boma and they'll sign the book. And then all the Boma culture representatives signed the book. And this is an amazing milestone in the book. I'm so excited about this. But everything was good at Jiko, but I'm still excited about the book.
We're just calling the book now. The book has its own, book's gonna start its own channel. I'm gonna start an Instagram for just the book. The book's gonna hold, we're gonna make the book a member of this channel, you know.
Magic.
Yes, the cast members of the magic. We love the cultural cast members. We love that they're back here at the resort where they belong, adding a bit of the culture to this environment. Jiko, it's always one of those top tier experiences. Even if you don't like everything, it's always fun to come here and like challenge yourself to different sort of flavors, textures that you wouldn't get at any normal Disney signature restaurant. But I want to know what you guys think. Why haven't you been to Jiko? I need you to write an essay of your explanation in the comments. And I know some of you like writing essays. We read every single comment.
We do.
Now, if there's anything else you'd like to see us do, that will always be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this. And
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, nothing goes in the book. And Bear, well, he might just yeet himself into the book. And then, I don't know, Alice in Wonderland?
I don't think anybody in this channel has seen Page Master, but you heard the girl.